I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Okay, so that's my plans for fighting games after last night. Now, after I finished with Street Fighter 6 last night, I went to work on DSP ThrowBack, which is my newly rebranded channel. It used to be called KO Gaming, but I have rebranded the channel now for 2024. And what this channel is going to be is a legacy content channel. Now that my frame rate just dipped, did you see that? What is going on? Did the frame rate on my webcam just dip? It looks like I'm at less than 30 frames. I am. I'm choppy now. What is going on? First, I didn't like the camera angle. Now it looks like the frame rate has chopped up. Does it look choppy to you guys, too? What is going on the podcast today? I don't think I can fix that either. All I can do is, like, mess around with the resolution, but I don't think that's going to fix it. No, it's not Comcast. It's on my computer, locally. You guys think it looks fine? Maybe it's just on my end, then. Because sometimes the preview that I see is not representative of what you guys see. Hold on a second here. Here's 720. It even looks... Oh! What happened to the... Now what happened? Why am I in the dark? Why did 720p make it go dark? What is going on here? Why would it do that? I give up. I guess we're just going to continue. I'm at a loss. I don't get it. Anyway, let's continue. So, basically last night, I finished with the Resident Evil, the Street Fighter stream, and I want to get to work on the DSP ThrowBack channel. So for those who don't know, my old channel, KO Gaming, which is from 2016, was an edited content channel where I did highly edited reviews, countdowns, series, and things that basically took a lot of time. It wasn't live gameplay. It wasn't streaming. It was edited style on-demand videos. It did really well for a year. Okay? Really well for a year. And then what happened? YouTube demonetized it for literally no reason. Every video I uploaded to the channel was already demonetized before it even went live. When I asked YouTube why, they gave me the form letter response of, here's what's not allowed for monetization. I said, my channel has none of that, so why are you doing it? And they would ignore me. So basically, I gave up on it. I used it as a backup channel for a while when this channel actually got hit with a bunch of nonsense, and I was not able to upload to it for like a month. So I used it as a backup upload channel, and I got the monetization back at that point. That was around 2018. But I haven't used that channel since 2018. Over the last few years, you guys have asked me, would you ever upload your lost playthroughs, your lost media content like Final Fantasy 13 or Red Dead Redemption or L.A. Noire? And I said, well, if I could find them, I went to my closet and found them, okay? So I explained the whole idea of this new DSP ThrowBack channel yesterday on this show. If you didn't see it, I recommend you watch yesterday's show. It'll fully explain it. So last night, I went over, and KO Gaming has now been rebranded. It's now DSP ThrowBack, so you can access it right now. It's youtube.com/@DSP ThrowBack. If you're interested in this new project, and if you're interested in seeing the legacy content come back in a new, creative, and more modernized way, please go over there, give it a look, and please subscribe to the channel, all right? So last night I did a vlog. It was only about 10 minutes, and all it did was explain the premise of the channel. And I want to say thanks. Within 24 hours, or excuse me, within 12 hours, the video already exceeded 1,000 views and is climbing. That's great. It shows that there is some initial interest in the channel. Already there's over 100 new subscribers and climbing. So there are people who are interested in seeing this project, okay? So, last night, after I had uploaded that video, I said, hey, I think I am going to upload the first, I don't know, let's say 2 hours of my Final Fantasy 13 playthrough, okay? Because here's the thing. By uploading those videos, I can check and see, are there any issues with them on YouTube? Because if I'm going to work on this channel and I'm going to edit those videos together into, longer videos, if I'm going to run them through filters and processing to make them look better, I need to make sure the content is okay, right? I need to make sure YouTube's going to accept the content. What about copyright issues and all of that, right? So, I uploaded about 11 or 12 videos to the channel just to do a test. First thing I noticed, already there's a problem, okay? So, here's a big difference from how videos used to be done back in the day versus how they're done now, okay? So, back in the day, when you used to upload to YouTube, okay, you would open your uploading queue, and let's say you had 10 videos to upload in a day. So you would queue them all up. You would select all 10 videos, drag them into this window, and what YouTube would do, it would start uploading the first video, and you would order them in the order you want them to go live. So YouTube would say, okay, this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. So you could actually order the videos in the order you wanted them to upload. Now, the thing is, it was never a guarantee that they would actually show up in that order because YouTube processing is very finicky. Sometimes YouTube processing will go, instant processing. Your video will go live within moments that it uploaded. And then other times it would just sit there and get stuck in processing for hours on end for seemingly no reason. I think it has something to do with YouTube servers. But basically you couldn't control that. That was on YouTube's end. So it used to be you could somewhat control the order that videos uploaded and went live on YouTube. It just wasn't foolproof, okay? Today, YouTube changed this. It was about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. YouTube changed this whole process. Now, let's say I want to upload 10 videos, okay? So I start uploading one. I put all the data in. I start uploading the next, and immediately it starts uploading that one too. Wait, what? So the way it works is, it used to be it would upload one whole video in its entirety, then move on to the next. Upload that whole video in its entirety, then move on to the next. Now, YouTube tries to simultaneously upload all the videos at once. So if you try to queue up 10 videos to upload, it'll literally begin uploading all 10 videos at the same time. So number one, it kills your bandwidth. If you have, you know, good upload speed, which I do, it can handle it. But imagine if you don't have good upload speed. It just destroys your internet. And it makes everything insanely slow. It used to be, okay, one video would upload, it would take, what, 20 minutes? Then it would go to the next part. It would upload in 20 minutes. Then it would go to the next part. Now, because you're uploading all at once, it decides, oh, it'll all upload at once. Now everything's slow. And that's why sometimes what's happened is after my first stream here, I'll queue up this podcast and a few parts of the gameplay, and I'll just let it sit there and upload, and I'll go downstairs, have dinner, come back, and it's not even done uploading. And I'll be like, well, gives. Why didn't it finish? Because YouTube just decided to be slow that day. And because it was uploading all the videos simultaneously, it just lagged up and didn't finish. And that happens not all the time, but maybe once a week at least. And it's all on YouTube. Why they changed their process for uploading videos, I don't know. So how did this affect me? Well, you got to remember something, okay? All of my legacy content is on incredibly old external hard drives. That is an ancient, I think it's maybe a Seagate hard drive from 2009. That is old technology, USB 2.0, old style hard drive, not even the mini hard drive, it's huge. So it's already slow, and now you're trying to tell that hard drive to upload 10 files at once to the internet? Do you think it can handle that? Of course it can. So basically what happens is, I'll set it up to upload all these videos, and it'll just lag up. So I ended up having to restart. I tried uploading, it just like lagged up and wasn't working. So I had to restart, and basically I had to do it, maybe do 3-4 videos at a time tops. That was it. I couldn't have it like upload, because like I told you guys, those videos are 10 minutes long. I wanted to upload like 2 hours of footage. That's 12 videos. Well, I can't do them all at once and walk away. I got to queue up 3 videos to upload, walk away, come back in an hour, queue up 3 more videos to upload, walk away, come back in an hour, queue up 3 more videos to upload. Do you see what a pain in the ass this is? And this is just my initial attempt to get these videos online. It's already a pain in the ass, which I knew from the moment when I was going to start working on this, there was going to be problems, all right? First thing I go to do, it's annoying, all right? So once I figure out this is how it's going to be, I just can't queue up everything and walk away. I'm going to have to actively be coming back to do this shit, which is very annoying. Some of the videos start to go live, and I have them as unlisted because the reason I'm doing this is to test the waters. These Final Fantasy 13 videos have not been on the internet for many, many years. So in those years, has YouTube cleared this kind of content? Are there copyright issues? Are there other issues? Let's see what happens, right? So all these videos upload, and there's 11 of them, I want to say, like 11 videos. Part 1 immediately gets flagged for copyright. Immediately. Okay? And I'm like, damn, that was fast. What is it? It's the intro song at the beginning of Final Fantasy 13. So the actual, like, intro theme song of the game gets flagged. And then it flags another part of the video. Get this. Content from Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. But this isn't Lightning Returns. This is the original Final Fantasy 13. So at some point, Square Enix flagged the music from the sequel, but it flags the same music when it plays in the original game. And it's like, what? So how would I get around that? Right? The only thing I can think of, I mean, there's various things you can do, right? You could try to edit out the music. You could try to replace the music, or you could just say, whatever, let it fly. This is going to be part 1 of the playthrough, all right? It's going to be the most viewed part. But at the same time, if it's going to be the one that has the most copyright issues, maybe it just makes sense to let it have the copyright issues, and I'll make nothing on this video eventually when this channel gets repartnered, right? Like, what am I going to do? So I'm thinking maybe that's not so big of a deal. Maybe we just let it roll, so part 1 will never be monetizable, right? I don't know. So I continue to upload. Guess what? Just listen to this. Part 5 of the playthrough gets removed from the channel before I ever made it live. What? It's not visible. What? How could it be removed, right? it says, get this, YouTube terms and conditions match. Listen to this. In 2011, Square Enix already matched this same video on YouTube for copyright and had it removed. Because there is a legacy claim in YouTube's system from 13 years ago, YouTube will not allow the re-uploading of this video. What? So, if you guys aren't aware, back in the day, YouTube was a very different place, okay? There were companies that, for some odd reason, did not allow people to do Let's Plays of their games. They would actively strike down channels that played their games. Square Enix was actually one of them. That's why Final Fantasy 13 had been put on its own separate YouTube channel. And that channel, like, I didn't have any issues on it, but apparently over time, Square Enix did strike down some of my videos. I just wasn't aware, because I never logged into that channel, right? I didn't care. They were there for a year. Anyone who wanted to see the playthrough already had, and I guess at some point, some of these videos had gotten blocked, claimed, whatever, okay? But here's the thing. Since 2011, thousands of people have played Final Fantasy 13 on YouTube and not had their videos removed. So what gives? This is a legacy claim. At one point, Square Enix was striking people with these claims, and they don't do it anymore. They stopped. Just like every company stopped. Like Rockstar used to do it, they stopped. All these, Nintendo used to do it, they stopped. Everyone stopped doing it. But YouTube's system is so outdated and stupid and automated, it recognizes a claim that's 13 years old as if it's a valid claim for today, and says, therefore, you can never re-upload that video ever again. So I want you to think about that for a second. As if things never change in the law, things never change. You know what I mean? It makes no sense at all. Just because there was a legal claim made 13 years ago doesn't mean that legal claim stands today. It should be checked, it should be verified, but YouTube doesn't care because everything's automated. Okay? So I have the right to dispute it, and if I dispute it and win the dispute, the video will go live in over 2 weeks, but I have to dispute it. But here's the thing. I was just testing the waters. I wasn't going to make these videos go live in this state anyway. I did this on purpose. I pre-uploaded the videos to test and see what would happen if I just put the raw videos on the channel. I'm glad I didn't. Do you see what I mean? If I had done this on DSP Gaming, already I would have had issues. You see, that's why I'm glad I did it this way. So, what is going to happen is, as I said, it's not just me working on this channel. There are people all collabing here to make this channel happen, okay? People actually really love the legacy content. They want to see it be presented in a modern way, and a lot of people miss this old content, and they want to help out. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take these parts, likely 3 each, okay? So 3 parts each. We're going to run these parts through an HD upfiltering. So what that's supposed to do, it's supposed to take all that blurriness and graininess away. Because remember, this was a camera pointed at my TV. It's supposed to smooth out that stuff to make it look more crisp, more HD. It's also going to have an echo filter run on it. So remember, my old commentary used to be in my condo, and it was a big echoing, right? It's going to try to remove some of that echo filter as well, so you don't hear that anymore. It'll sound more like my modern videos. It won't sound exactly like that, but it will sound a little bit better. Okay? So, that's going to happen first. Then, once that's done, then we're going to edit those videos together into roughly 30-minute segments, thinking like take 3 videos and edit them together. So when I asked, I'm just curious, how much work does this take? Just listen to this. In order to do this, to run each video through, so a 10-minute video, okay, combined with the 2 others to make a 30-minute video, will take almost 4 hours of work. Almost 4 hours of work per part of this playthrough, and each part will be a half an hour long. Now, do you see what I mean when I told you guys it's not as simple as you think? It's literally not just me tossing the videos online. It wouldn't work. If I just toss the videos online, some of them will be blocked. Some of them will be muted for copyright. We got to get around those issues. And then on top of that, to actually edit these into longer parts and all of that, right? It's a ton of work. So that's why this wasn't something I ever just wanted to rush into before I was ready. I wanted to make sure that everything was prepared properly, that it was being done well. And now that I'm doing it, I see, wow, look at all this work, right? Look at all this tremendous amount of effort that's going to take to have this channel work. So, FYI, it's in process, okay? Basically, what's going to happen, here's what we're hoping. Once these videos are run through these HD filtering programs, the echo reduction programs, and once everything's edited together, it's not going to look like the old video anymore. It's going to look completely different. It's going to have different, I don't think that YouTube is going to match these videos to the old ones that I uploaded in 2010 and say, oh, this is a re-upload from a 2010 video that already was taken down by Square Enix. Instead, it'll recognize it as a totally new gameplay video, and it should be fine, okay? But I was very curious because here's the thing. Now we know that particular part may have issues. So we got to be ready for that. And maybe we'd have to cut a part out. What is it? I don't know. It might take experimentation. Is there like a part of that one video that YouTube is using to identify to a literally 13-year-old outdated claim from Square Enix, right? Is there something we can do to fix that? So it's all this work that has to be done, and that's why right now there's no videos on the channel, even though I uploaded all that. It's going to take a tremendous amount of work. I can't promise you guys when you'll see the first video, all right? I don't know. I would hope, you know, we'd get some videos up this month, right? But I don't know. And the thing is, if it takes this much work, just think about this. I have 11 parts ready to go. So that's going to take, no lie, if it's 4 hours per 3 parts, right? So for the first 4 videos, it's going to take like 12 to 24 hours of work. And that's active work. That's not, oh, I'm just, you know, I'm sitting here doing nothing. It's active work. So that's going to be probably days and days of work to weeks, right? So hopefully I'll get some parts up for you guys, but I don't know when. And I'm not going to make you any promises. I would love to say, hey, it'll be live in a week. It'll be live. I don't want to say nothing. It might be live tomorrow. It could be live in a month. I don't know. But it's being worked on, okay? But it was very interesting to attempt this and to see the process of how it's going. I'm actually very excited to see what the first video looks like when it has all of this, you know, up filtering and echo reduction, everything done to it. I'm very curious to see how that will work out and how the video will look and stuff like that. So that's all in process, FYI, and I'll give you more information when I have it. Right now, that's where we're at, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do my best. I'm just going to get, like, that whole playthrough ready to go. So all the raw videos are ready to go. And then, as time progresses, you know, slowly they can be worked on. They can be run through the filter, edited together, uploaded, etc. in their better form for you guys to be more digestible, all right? So